Hello again, grade 8s. Welcome to lesson 8 of chapter 5. Today we're going to be talking about solving ratio problems. Okay, and this is one where we're actually going to be able to use the power of 3 quite often. Okay, so we'll go through a couple examples, but basically kind of what we're doing is if we have a ratio, but we're not too sure what maybe a third term is. Okay, so the first example that I might just show you is I'm going to say we've got 5 to x, and then that's going to be equivalent to 40 to 56. Okay, so I can turn these into a fraction if I want. So I can say 5 over x, x is equal to 40 over 56. Okay, from here I can actually go about solving the question by using my power of 3. So I'm just going to fix this a little bit. By using my power of 3. So I can say 5 times 56 divided by 40. Okay. Some people might realize that I can just actually go get from 40 to 5 by dividing by 8. Okay, dividing by 8, which means to find my answer here, I also have to divide by 8. Okay, so 56 divided by 8 is going to be 7. Okay, if I go the other way, 5 times 56 divided by 40, I'm still going to get the same answer. Okay. Now, let's try another one. What if we have something like this? If we got 49 to 35 and 14 to n. Okay? This one is going to be a little bit more tricky because we can't necessarily go from 49 to 14. Okay? So what we might want to do is change them into fractions again. So we've got 49 over 35 is equal to 14 over n. Okay. From here, we can actually go and do our cross multiply and divide. So 14 times 35 divided by 49, and we are going to get 10. Okay, 10 becomes our answer. Okay. Some people might see it another way. They might say, okay, 49 and 14 are both multiples of 7. So I can divide this number by 7 to get 7, and then divide this by 7, which would also work. So that would give me a 7 over 5. And then I have to multiply it by 2 to get to 14. So 14 and 10. Okay. I would suggest that you just use the power of 3. Okay, that's something that we've been using. It's been very, very effective for a lot of people, so hopefully we can continue to use it. All right, the next question that we have is a problem. So there's a photo of a father and a daughter. In the photo, the father is 8 centimeters, or the father's height is 8 centimeters in the picture, not in real life, and the daughter's height is 6 centimeters. Okay, so we have the daughter and the father, so we have a 6 to 8 ratio. Okay, the father's actual height is 1.8, oh sorry, this is centimeters, 1.8 meters. So what is the actual height of the daughter is the question. Okay, well, the first thing that we have to realize is that we're dealing with centimeters and we're dealing with meters. Okay, so we have to try to come up with a common term. So what we can actually do, or I guess we could just leave it because it's going to have the same relation. Okay, so we can do cross multiply and divide. 1.8 times 6 divided by 8 is going to give us per height in meters. Okay. The reason it works out is because we're actually just kind of reducing to a smaller number with the decimal. Okay, so we're going to get the number as a decimal. Okay, so we can change it to 180 centimeters if we wanted, and then we'll get the actual number as a big number. Okay, so 1.6 times 8, or sorry, 1.8 times 6 divided by 8 is going to give us 1.35 meters. So that is the actual height of our daughter. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop there. So a lot of these questions, like I said, we can continue to use as power of 3, and we're just comparing the ratios. And because they are all equivalent ratios, this is going to feel a lot like review for many of you. All right. When we're working with word problems, the most important thing to figure out is what is the question asking, what information is relevant, and then how can I organize that information to help me solve the problem. Okay, so those are the three things that you want to be asking yourself when you're doing these problem solving. All right. If you have any questions, make sure you contact me through Hangouts. We'll see you in Zoom. Good luck.